January 6th, performing a repair demonstration for Mr. Sidles. This is the shingle I'm going to take out. In order to take this shingle out, we have to unnail the two above it. So with this video here, basically what I'm trying to prove to y'all is the brittleness of the shingle, the material transfer of the shingle, and how it won't be able to seal it back down properly, and the granule loss. So let's get started. You see that one's already loose, so this is why I chose to repair this one. Again, I'm gonna be easy as possible here. And again, to get this shingle out, we have to unnail the two above it. Which means I gotta get this shingle loose first, and then I gotta get both of the shingles above it loose as well. Again, being easy as possible. And I'm hitting it from an angle. I'm not just going directly up under there, I'm hitting it from an angle. I'm trying to be as easy on that material transfer as I can. But as you can tell when I'm doing that, I don't know if it's going to be able to pick up in the video or not since it's so windy out here. But when I'm loosening these shingles, you can see these granules starting to move already. That can show you how brittle it is right there alone. Again, y'all, the whole goal is to be able to get these nails out without creasing or damaging the shingles. But I'm noticing as I'm ripping some of these nails out, the shingle is so brittle, it's already broken the nail seal, which just shows me how old it is. And I'm pretty sure this is a discontinued 3-tab shingle. I'll get some measurements at the end to confirm that. There. And again, I'm being easy as possible. But to get these nails out, you have to use somewhat of force. Again, shingle kind of cracking on me. Right there, I'm trying to get that nail out. Proving how brittle it is. And again, I'm on an angle here too. I'm actually risking my life to get this video. Same thing there, shingle's ripping before I can even get the nail out. That's just showing how brittle it is. So at this point, it's almost like a domino effect. Basically, we're causing damage to the shingles above, trying to get this one out. But we're still going to continue all the way through the repair. See how these shingles hold up. Again, and just about every single one of these nails are ripping the shingle when I'm trying to pop it out. And I'm not using as much force. I'm using a little bit, but nowhere near as rough. I'm being gentle as possible. All the nails. Alright, so y'all see how I got the shingle out. Now, again, I'm trying to film this by myself. It's kind of complicated to do that. And as you can see, the main three things we want to focus on with this, again, is granule loss, material transfer, and the brittleness of the shingle. So you can see all this material material transfer right here, how old it is. It's deteriorated into the granules, into the fiberglass. So once these are unsealed, these aren't going to be able to be sealed back properly, if that makes sense. And I'll go ahead and get the measurement while I'm here. Let's see. If it comes out to 36 inches, I know it's a discontinued shingle. So we'll check, confirm. Yep. Right at 36 inches, y'all. So they don't even make this shingle anymore. That just shows you how old it is. Right at 36 inches, y'all can see. I'm not lying to y'all. This is actually pretty dangerous what I'm doing right now. I don't think any adjuster would do this without a ladder assist. I'm just being honest. Let's continue with it. Let's don't get off track here. Slide this back in. Now keep in mind what I told you in the beginning of the video. To get this shingle out, I had to unnail the two shingles above it. Already causing me to lift them one time. Now, I'm gonna have to lift them again to nail this one back in, which is gonna cause me to nail it, or it's gonna cause me to have to lift the shingle twice, which is not good in this scenario because these shingles are super brittle, they're old, and they're discontinued. Alright, start from the top first. As you can see, to be able to get this nail in flush, I have to be able to lift this shingle up a little bit to be able to get that nail in flush, and at that, it's almost impossible not to hit the shingle with the hammer to get these nails back in properly. And I don't know if y'all can hear, but the granule loss, I can just hear the granule loss, and I can see them dancing on the shingles, which I'll try to zoom in on that for y'all the best I can. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing as of now. Shingles are super brittle. We have a lot of material transfer going on, so I know they're not going to seal back down properly. And again, with these shingles being so brittle, it's super tough to get these nails back in without causing damage or granules to these shingles. I mean, what do you expect? These shingles are discontinued, they're old, and they're brittle. So of course, if you break the seal on them, they're not going to seal back down properly. They're going to have granule loss, and they're going to have tension. So that kind of goes back into what I was saying with the domino effect. Here, this one right here, we'd be having to unseal all the other ones above it and lift them and nail them back in. And each time I'm nailing this, the granules are moving on the shingle. The vibration from the hammer is loosening the granules on the shingle. And again, I'm trying to be as gentle as possible here. This thing is super brittle. It's almost impossible not to hit the shingle. You gotta be able to lift it up just enough to get that nail in. And you gotta use a little bit of force to be able to get that nail back in properly. And it's super tough to do that. These shingles are super brittle. Super hard not to cause damage to these shingles repairing them if you want to install them properly. Bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to stay alive while I'm up here, trying not to fall off the roof. As you can see, I'm looking for these nails that I put in my tool bag. Or else they would have just fell off the roof and I would have nailed the shingle back in. Yeah, I mean, you can see, I'm trying to get this nail back in. And it really is. It's impossible not to crease the shingle to get this nail back in. Guys, that was a really close call. My phone probably just would have been damaged there. But I just want to show y'all what I'm dealing with here. There's only so much you can do when you're up here by yourself trying to film this. So I just want to demonstrate what the hammer barely tapping on. And you can see granules moving. But right here, I got a control area, and the purpose of this is to show y'all an area where no shingles have been lifted up and we've done no repairs at all. And you can see there's not much granule loss over on these other ones here. You know, as you can see, I'll even rub a little harder right here, right on those crease lines. Granule loss, but if I come over here, I mean, you see, I mean, that's just from having to lift these shingles up to nail that one back in. I'll even wipe a little, I'll even just tap here. And you can just see all that granule loss. So I deem this as non-repairable.